Good day. Welcome to First Take exclusively for YouTube. We got SA and Swaggo making his exclusive YouTube debut with us. Very exciting, very exciting. We'll get it started. Talking a little hoops, guys. So far, it's been no KD, no LeBron, no problem for Team USA, who has cruised in their FIBA World Cup group play, beating both New Zealand and Greece handily. Anthony Edwards and Austin Reeves have been standouts for a team that many had questions about going into this tournament with none of the big stars that they're used to on this roster. Charles Barkley was on the Bill Simmons podcast and had this to say about Team USA winning the World Cup. Quote, "They act like if we don't win the gold medal, it's going to be the worst thing to ever happen to civilization. I actually disagree with that. I think it'd be great because I think it'd really help with the popularity in one of these little third world countries if they won the gold medal." Stephen A., how important is it for Team USA to bring home gold?
Well, to me it is. To me, because, America, this is where basketball was born and bred. And the reality is that the world has taken notice. The world has been going about the business of catching up. Some of the most elite players in the game today, obviously, are players from across the ocean. I mean, you got a situation in Europe and beyond. Jokic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic. The list goes on and on. Joel Embiid, let's not forget about him, the reigning league MVP. There's been some spectacular players that are not American born and bred. And so when you look at it from that perspective and you look at the greatness that they're putting on display, while you celebrate it, because obviously it contributes to the globalization of basketball, you do find yourself saying to the American athlete, yo, what's up? Where the hell are you? What are you doing to elevate your level of play and to be in that conversation? And I think that I'll take it a step further. The slam dunk champion was a G Leaguer. Now, that doesn't pertain to this subject in most people's eyes, but I also think it's something that makes you look at NBA players, modern NBA players, and make you ask or compels you to ask the question to them, what the hell is going on? Are we being deferential to everything now? When it comes, this is supposed to be our sport. Soccer, obviously, Manchester United and others, we see what they're doing overseas. We get all of that. Okay, somebody came up to me and asked me literally on a golf course yesterday because I was there with my pastor was having a fundraising event, and I actually swung some golf clubs, Swagoo, and I was horrible at it, by the way. But I was horrible. I was horrible. But here's the deal. Somebody came to me and asked me, "Have you covered cricket?" I said, "Cricket? Please."
Oh,
said,
cricket's huge.
And they said, "Do you know that's the second most popular sport in the world?" No, I haven't. But basketball, obviously, is American born and bred. And when you see excellence being displayed from other parts of the world, more so than here, it does make you wonder. So when you go and you win gold, you're reminding people, excuse me, we haven't let go of the proverbial baton just yet. We are still those dudes, but you got to act like it, and that's a step towards pulling that off.
Marcus, I just got to say one thing real quick. You know what else is huge, Stephen A.? Pickleball and padel. Those two are huge as well. Yeah, not paddle, it's padel.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay, padel. I'm not
buying
questioning
up teams
it.
left
Saying
and
I didn't know.
Just here to educate you. Marcus?
Yeah, I figured that with that head, with that dome, you go educate me.
Why we gotta do this every time?
Guys, this is on YouTube. It's going on forever.
The knowledge.
I know. YouTube has room. We got room. Listen, this is, to me, is very important. And it comes off a little bit of the conversation with the track and field athlete saying he had a problem with NBA teams calling themselves the world champions. We know literally that they only play basketball and win an NBA championship in this nation. Okay, we understand that, but we seem to take no problem when we say things like this, Stephen A. And let me make a correlation, because I heard you have to apologize for something you said, and I agree with the ignorant statement. But beyond that, let's talk about this premise of world champion. Did anybody ever have a problem when we used to say Michael Jordan is the best player in the world? Did you hear anybody say no, he's not?
Nobody.
And nobody brought up the fact that there may have been a better basketball player somewhere in the world. Nobody has that problem. When we say LeBron James is the best basketball player in the world, Okay? Did anybody come up and say, I can't understand why people say LeBron James is the best basketball player in the world? Did we ever hear anybody say that? So let me talk about why this is important for the United States to win gold medal. Because it is the best basketball players in the world competing against the rest of the world. And the understanding for especially people in the USA is that, and that thought alone, is that we send the best basketball players in the world to go play. We assemble a team, and these ain't even the best basketball players in the NBA in totality. We consider these guys the best team in the world because we're synonymous with them playing in the NBA, and all of them play at a very high level. It's vitally important. With the expansion of the game, and you start talking about all of the things that have transpired in basketball with the globalization of it, overseas in every other corner. We see like you said, the last 4 MVPs not being American-born players playing at a very high level. Matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. When we said that Nikola Jokic was the best basketball player in the world, why did we say that, Stephen A? Because he played in the NBA. We didn't say that because he played for his home team. We didn't say Giannis was the best basketball player in the world when that conversation was going on. And we didn't say, no, he the best basketball player from Greece. We said in the world because he plays in the NBA. So the USA team is an extension of that league, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. And it is very important for them to win gold, to continue the reasoning and the why we say that these are the best players in the world. This is the world champion because it's synonymous with guys that play in the NBA.
Stephen A., let me just jump in here because yesterday we discussed Noah Lyles' comments, and I know you had something that you wanted to add on that today after reflecting on it. And I feel like we're discussing that essentially with the World Championship.
Yeah, because see, here's the deal. First of all, on First Take earlier, I apologized to him because I thought, I said that his position or his statement about it not being a world championship, talking about the NBA, was ignorant. And I thought the word ignorant was harsh. Nobody compelled me to apologize or anything like that. The company didn't come down and ask me to apologize. I just said to myself, as a young man, brother doing big things, representing the USA in pristine fashion, and I saw a lot of people taking the word ignorant and really attaching it to him in terms of me simply disagreeing with his position. And I felt bad about that, to be quite honest with you. And then my man Boris Kojo, outstanding actor, really renowned in tennis, speaks multiple languages, highly intelligent brother, and is a real fan of international competition. He really educated me about how people perceive that to be. I stood by my position in terms of NBA players. We've got almost a third of the players from 40 different countries and 6 different continents, for crying out loud. So if that doesn't personify what a world champion is, I don't know what is. But he also highlighted how, when you're talking about world championship, it usually involves international competition where you as an individual or the team that you're playing with literally is going up against other countries. And because of that, that makes it global, and that's where the world is applicable. And usually in America, that's what they call world champions, but they don't do that with FIBA World Cup, and stuff like that. Though we shouldn't do that either. So I respected where Noah Lyles was coming from. I respectfully disagreed with it on the NBA level because I thought the NBA has done a phenomenal job of globalizing its brand. But considering that this is an Olympic athlete, that Usain Bolt, the great Usain Bolt, has given him love, that he has accomplished such great things, and he's got such a great personality, and he's such a treasure and a tribute to the United States of America as an athlete representing our nation, I felt that I needed to speak about him in better terms. And that is why I wanted to take the moment to apologize to him. Never met him, but I'm rooting for him. I'm not rooting against him. I respectfully disagreed with his position, but it wasn't like his position didn't have merit, although I disagreed with it, and I certainly didn't want to come across as disrespecting him in any way.
I think both things absolutely can be true. The NBA is very international, and technically it is not a world championship.
Right.
We're out of time, folks, because we're on YouTube. So thanks so much for watching, and be sure to watch First Take Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. on ESPN, and be sure to check out more exclusive First Take debates on YouTube. Guess what? We'll be back at it tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. I hope to see you then. Have a fab day. Be safe. Bye-bye.